Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today we're going to talk about how to generate power in your stroke. Now, why do you want to have power in your stroke? Well, if you have a 7-foot draw shot, let's call it 7. We're on a 9-foot table here. And you need to bring that cue ball back here. You need to have power in your stroke. Force follow shots, draw shots, break shots, all of them have the same characteristics when it comes to power. Nice cue, nice steady bridge, good follow through, shooting through the ball. We're going to talk about every one of them that will give you a power stroke. What are the key elements that you need to generate power? Let's get started. One of the things you need to generate power is a good foundation. What that means is good fundamentals. Good stance, good bridge, good stroke, level cue, good follow through, fundamentals. Which ones do you absolutely positively have to have? One, if you can make a closed bridge on any of your power shots, it's going to help you. If you can't, you can pull off an open bridge, but I'm telling you that if you're watching this video, you need to develop a closed bridge because it's going to give you a lot more things you can do than if you don't have a closed bridge. Number 2, step into the shot. Step into the shot. Stop moving sideways to get on your shot. Stop moving backwards to get on your shot. How would you shoot this if you were at a range? You would step back, you would move in towards your target. This is going to be very good for your fundamentals. When you step into your shot, are you well balanced? You want to have good balance. You want to be at a height that is good for you. I saw a video the other day, and the person that made the video, you all know him, was telling you to get over here and get all the way down here and bend your knees. Where you get down on the ball really is dependent on what is comfortable for you and what makes sense. Don't fall into these traps, guys. You see a video and somebody that you respect tells you to get all the way down there and then you can't make a ball because your stance is ridiculous. If it is comfortable for you to be down there, I have a good friend whose chin is touching the cue. That's the way he shoots. If it's not the way you shoot, don't do it. Now, so you got your fundamentals, you got straight in on this ball so that we can see it come back to the rail, and you got your tight bridge. Regardless of what power shot you're shooting, yeah, say that 3 times, regardless of what power shot you're shooting, a nice tight bridge and loose grip of the cue is going to help you. Again, tight bridge up here, loose grip of the cue here. If you do insist on playing with an open bridge on shots like that, you need to focus that much more, because one of the things that makes those shots possible is accuracy. I'm not talking about accuracy in hitting that ball. I'm talking about accuracy in hitting this ball, because you see, the thing that nobody ever talks to you about is the fact that when you're shooting these draw shots and these force follow shots, you have to hit the cue ball in a special place. It's not just top or low or left or right or high left. It is extreme. I am making contact with this cue ball lower than you would probably feel comfortable. But if you want to shoot that draw shot, you've got to hit it so low that you are just above the cloth. If you do anything wrong, and this is why your fundamentals are important, if you drop your elbow too far and it's not part of your stroke, you grip the cue at the last second, so now the cue is moving. You do anything like that, then you're not going to get the power in there, because you're not going to be hitting this cue ball where you think you're hitting it. And most people do not hit the cue ball where they think they're hitting it. That's why I always recommend the IQ ball, so that when you shoot and you practice with this, and if you use cheap enough chalk, it will leave a little blue mark and show you exactly where you're hitting the ball. Because you wonder why you can't shoot that draw shot. You got the stroke, you got the follow through, you got the cue speed, which we're going to talk about in a second, but you're not hitting the cue ball as low as you could. I understand all of you have scooped the ball off the table probably within the last couple of days, right? But you need to understand that hitting this ball super low for the draw shot, super high for the force follow shot, and super high left if I'm coming around off of these rails, it is an extreme. Because if you come back to shoot that and your cue moves a little to the left or right, guess what? You're not at the extreme anymore. You're either under the ball scooping it, you're over the top and miscuing, you're doing something wrong. Cue speed. This is where the power really comes from. Every one of you watching this, I don't care how little and petite you are, you can probably move this cue at about 30 miles an hour. The thing is, can you move it at 30 miles an hour and still have this hit this exactly where you want it to be hit? That's where the challenge is. The guys that have the powerful draw shots, the guys that can shoot at the length that I just shot, are moving this cue faster than you are and hitting it at a spot that is very precise. If I shoot that draw shot and I do something wrong, I'm going to scoop the ball, or I'm going to hit it too high to actually draw it back. It only takes millimeters. Your tip is probably about 13 millimeters. Half of that is the difference between a good draw shot and the ball just stopping right there where it makes contact. When we talk about cue speed, we're also talking about shooting through the ball. You would not believe, maybe you would, how many times I take on a new student and they say they want to learn to shoot a draw shot. And when I ask them to shoot the draw shot, their cue goes like this. They pull it back. Why are you pulling your cue back? You think the cue ball is going to come back and hit your cue? Well, guess what? If you're doing that, it's not coming back anyway. So you can stop. If you want to have a 7-foot draw shot and you don't have a 4-foot draw shot, stop putting the ball down there, putting the cue ball here, and trying to draw it. You are wasting your time. You are the guy in the gym trying to press 300 pounds and he hasn't pressed 200. Put these balls 4 feet apart. If you can't draw it back here, put it 3 feet apart. You might need to shoot hundreds at this distance before you can shoot it from here like you saw me do. It takes time, guys. There's no magic fix. But if you use the tips that I gave you, as far as your stance, your stability, your stroke, your follow through, good fundamentals, and pushing through the ball with your stroke. If you're doing these things along with a good bridge and a good loose grip back here that you're not tightening up at the end, you will develop the shot.
Hey gang, if you enjoy FX Billiards on YouTube, you'll love FXBTV. It's the ultimate streaming platform for exclusive videos, tips, and techniques you won't find anywhere else. Join now to lock in our special introductory rate and be part of the FX Billiards community.
Okay, gang, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit us in the comments, give us a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribing, you're missing a ton of videos like this, but guess who's not missing it? Your competition is not missing it. So get there, hit that subscribe button. It takes you a half second. We're about to break 100,000 subscribers. I definitely want you to be one of them, and I appreciate each and every one of you.